Yes, people, what's up? United have just gone and it was a good game. It was a good game to watch, but look, we got the draw, and it was the best we could hope for after Casemiro getting the sending off. Manchester United nil, Southampton nil, and look, it was a game where it was opening up, looking like we was going to go and win it, and then Casemiro gets the red card, and that was it. That was it. We knew we wasn't going to be able to do too much after that, but we did manage to defend well. Well, should I say defend well, or maybe Southampton actually didn't put us away because one Walcott threw one-on-one. They have chances. They have some good chances there, and they should have scored and they should have beaten us. To be fair, I was scared of Ward-Prowse's corner free kick taking as well. I was very scared of that. But look, we got the draw. We got the point that we needed in the end. Well, we needed 3, but what can we do? But look, man, we're going to miss this guy. We're going to miss this guy. We can't deal without him at the moment. We ain't got no one to cover for this man. He's been sent off, and it's a big struggle. He deserves a sending off. He deserved a sending off, that's for sure. I got to say, he did get the ball, but then he went over, and his studs are right into the guy's shin, so it's going to be a problem. But I thought, you know what? I'm sure Rashford got touched by the keeper, you know. He did get touched and he caused him to trip. I don't know why VAR didn't even have a look at that. That is taking a mick. That's not right. And Curler says, sorry, but what the F is it with the ref and VAR calls today? No team wins with 11 versus 13. I'm telling you, that's the only one thing that I was looking at going, wait a minute. But he's touched his foot. His knee's got his foot. You couldn't see it from the one angle, but when you see it from the other angle, I see exactly why Rashford went down, because that was a penalty. I believe it was a penny. He got around him. He was going to get on the ball and try and pass it into someone, and he's on the floor. So because he's on the floor, why is VAR not looking at it? Makes no sense to me. How can that happen? Just looking at it now, thinking about it, it's only dawned on me right this second, actually. But thinking about it, we should have had a penalty and we should have won this game 1-0. But anyway, we're lucky. Let's just go back on recap over what happened in this match. We started lively, we did, but we had sloppy final balls. It's like we couldn't find that man. Every single one of our players, like the ball gets played off, gets blocked. Every single ball through to Rashford getting cut out. Every single final ball into someone that something's going to happen gets cut out. You've got an early ball in when Shaw crosses that in. Perfect ball in, exactly what Weghorst has been waiting for all his life, really, at United. And the ball comes to him, and he's not ready. He's not anticipating the defender, not getting his head on it and controlling it and just banging it away and scoring. That's exactly what Weghorst was here for, and he's failed to score on that chance there. I believe he should have scored that. That's just not right. It's not right for a player that's what his bread and butter is, and he didn't score. So, look, there's another quiet game from him, and I was happy that he was the one to come off because it wasn't fair on Sancho early, although Sancho didn't play well either. So the game was opening up nicely. I was thinking, yeah, you know what? Probably getting half-time 0-0, and Ten Hag would have a chat with the guys and make sure that they're up for it and they're alert and they start playing better football and start not forcing it. You know, make the extra pass to get something happening. But yeah, it didn't happen. So anyway, Casemiro, it looked like a great challenge from behind, but the minute he got the yellow card, and then the minute I saw it on VAR, I was like, he's gone. He is gone. He is gone. And that's it. And I was thinking, oh, now what? We can't handle games like this against anybody, really. When we're down to 10 men, it's going to be a tough one for us. We ain't ready for that yet. Maybe next year when we get some more players, more accomplished players, we'll be able to handle that. But Bruno, he had a quality free kick straight after that. We started playing a bit better football. Quality free kick round to the back post. Varane gets his foot on it, and the keeper's there to save it. How has the keeper saved that? Saved it again. And then Weghorst comes off for McTominay. And to be honest, I got to say, McTominay, you did us proud today. You played well. I got to give it to him. You know what? McTominay did well. He did a good job in there. And then it came to halftime. And then early on in the second half, Aaron Wan-Bissaka gets beaten from Soleimani, who gets in behind him, and then they nearly score. But what did I notice? I don't know if everyone else noticed, but I noticed Anthony just kept pointing to the winger telling Aaron Wan-Bissaka to go after him so he can come out of position. Why did Anthony not go and fill in and defend that position himself, trying to make Wan-Bissaka defend 2 men at once, and so he can just point and chill? He should have done extra work there. I wasn't too happy with him. He was pulling Wan-Bissaka out of position, and that's why he got in trouble there, because he had to handle 2 men, and you can't do it. You can't do it. But he still played well, Wan-Bissaka, even though he got, stretched a bit. And then you've got, I felt Varane and Martinez did very well. I feel like they did exactly what they need to do under pressure. When we had the ball at the back, they knew they could pressure us even more and we'd have less options going forward. And they just handled it. Martinez's decision-making is absolutely on point. So was Varane's today. And to be honest, Shaw was on it. He was overlapping, crossing great balls in, getting back with intensity, proper intensity. I love that from Shaw today, especially when we went down to 10 men. I was wondering if he will start flagging. And my gosh, last minute of the game, he gets back and makes that professional challenge, takes the player out, picks up the yellow card, takes one for the team. So we do not concede a goal in the last minute. So yeah, I was happy, man. I was happy. Look, I wasn't happy, but I was happy with what was happening there. Bruno was orchestrating the play. Sancho was looking quite lively, and he actually played a great through ball for Rashford in the first half. And then Rashford's touch was a bit too heavy, and he just didn't get it there. But look, I wanted to see more involvement from Sancho. There wasn't enough involvement there. Anyone got any comments? Make sure you, obviously, any comments on what I'm saying, make sure you let me know and I will bring it up. But yeah, I wanted to see more from Sancho. Anthony as well. He was working hard early on. When we went to 10 men, I just didn't see enough from him again. He continues to do this to me. I'm continuously frustrated with him. And then he goes and does something special out of nowhere. He's a moments guy at the moment. I want him to be that guy who you can depend on for 90 minutes. I want to see more. I want to see more. Every single game, I'm hoping for more. It's not there yet, but look, he obviously is providing goals when it counts sometimes. So I'm happy with that. One time he got the ball out wide and he come inside for that shot, and obviously it's not on. And then he found Bruno, and Bruno got the shot off as well, which went over. But that was a nice little play. It was starting to look good. It was starting to look really good. Rashford, he was providing an outlet. What did he do? I remember now. I was just thinking it's a matter of time before he gets in behind. The ball's perfect, and then he gets the shot in and scores. But with the sending off, it was just tough. It was just tough. We weren't really going to be able to do much there. Weghorst, he had good hold-up play at times. He did get fouled. He was good positioning in the box. Got to say that. Very good positioning in the box. But again, like I say, the ball comes over to him, and then he just puts his head down. You got to anticipate that. As a striker, you're taught to anticipate and never react. So anticipate the defender not clearing the ball, making a hash of it, not getting there. That's the one where that ball's coming perfect, and you think, you know what? If he misses that, I'm going to control this and I'm going to bag, because that's my game. And that was my game. So that when I see that happening, I say that's it's a cardinal sin for a striker. But look, second half, my gosh, what about that ball off the goal line clearance from Aaron Wan-Bissaka after McTominay? The ball comes into the goal, into the box. I think it was Walker-Peters as well. Gets down the right, beats Rashford, cuts in, crosses a ball, and McTominay's there, tries to block it. It goes towards goal. And I was like, oh no, it's going in. Who's there? Mr. Spider Legs to kick it out. Well done, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, for clearing that, because we really needed that there. And then later on, Anthony gets the ball. The first piece of good work that I remember him doing. He gets down the right, and he dribbles the ball up, and then he cuts in. He sees he has nothing on, and he finds Shaw with a nice ball right over the top of everybody, and Shaw's touch lets him down again. So again, it's a game of final ball being a letdown. Final thing, that touching the shot to take. Obviously, it's Shaw. If it was an attacking player, you'd be a bit more harsh on him. But with it being Shaw, you can't really say too much there. But I love the way Shaw just kept getting up the pitch and crossing balls. Okay, Aaron Wan-Bissaka did kind of lose the ball on the edge of the box from our corner. and it caused a counter attack where Walcott was just 1-on-1 from halfway line. We know if that was one Walcott from 10 years ago, he would have been blistering pace. See you later, slot the ball home. But Father Time is catching up with him, thankfully, like I said in the preview. And he just went slower and slower, got it onto his left foot and played a tame shot for De Gea to save. So I was happy about that. I was really happy that we got away with one there. Bruno's shot. What about the ball? When the ball comes out to the edge, Bruno cuts in, whips it far post. The keeper makes an absolutely amazing save again, pushes it onto the post, and then it comes back and goes out of play. What just our luck. What was his name? Bazuna in goal. He was having a bit of a field day, to be fair. He done really, really well. I've got to give him that. Walker Peters. Then Walker Peters gets on the ball and he cuts inside and he hits a left foot banger. And that hits the post straight after us. I'm thinking, we're lucky again. We're lucky again. And then Garnacho, man. Garnacho comes on. I was actually saying I really hope Garnacho and Pellistri, when they were coming on, I really hope it's Anthony and Sancho that come off because they weren't doing enough. They were not doing enough for me. They need to be able to provide more. Sancho, man, we need to see the Germany Sancho, the Dortmund Sancho. Where is he? Where are you hiding? Because I want to see some of anything, 5 minutes of that. I want to see 5 minutes of Dortmund Sancho. Where is he? Is it because the game is all played really high up that he can't get in behind anymore? I don't know. But I need to see more from you, Sancho. Come on. We need it. I want to give you some time because you've been out of the game for a while and you've come back. But look, there's only so long I can just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. And before I start saying something. Casemiro, yeah, he was no good, man. He just, like we say, do you understand? It's 4 games. 4 games this time now. He's going to be banned for. And you know which games they are? Let me just find it. He is going to be banned for 4 games, and the possible games, Fulham in the FA Cup. That's going to be a very tough one now at Old Trafford on the 19th of March. It's coming up soon, next week. And then we've got Newcastle away. Again, another tough game where we cannot even control the game. We didn't even control the game with him in the team against Newcastle in the last game, in the finals. We actually had less of the ball, didn't we? They controlled the game, but we was able to defend well. We got Brentford at Old Trafford without Casemiro. These are tough games, mate. And then Everton at Old Trafford on April the 8th, which will be his final game where he's going to be missing. They're big games. You know what? Good job we're not even still in that title race because we're out of that now. Obviously, Arsenal winning today, I'm quite sure. And us drawing again, just more space between us and them. It was an outside chance anyway, and there's just absolutely no chance now. We know that for sure. But man, Casemiro, twice in the season, you're getting a red card. Straight red as well. Oh, man. Anyway, it's not a problem. We're going to have to deal with it next season. And I hope Ten Hag starts looking for players now that can take over. And I really just hope that them rumours of Camavinga somehow, I don't know how there's rumours of Camavinga coming, but look, if there is any truth to that, I will snap their fingers off right now because that is a young boy who's got 10, 15 years of top football in him, top flight football. So look, it's the last we're going to see Casemiro for a while, but look, hopefully we'll never see that again for this season anyway. So let's go on to the player ratings because it's all about De Gea. Let's start with De Gea. Mr. De Gea, I'm giving him a 7 today. I believe he did okay with his feet. And he saved the chances. The one-on-ones, look, he still has to be there to save them, even though they were a little bit tame. He did his job. He did what he had to do. Nothing really too special, but nothing really glaring mistakes either. So I'm going to give him a 7. Moving on to Wan-Bissaka, I was thinking of 6 and 7, but I realized he did make that he was under pressure because it was 10 men. Anthony wasn't helping him out. He was still getting forward, still getting back. Had a goal line clearance. He deserves a 7, mate. He deserves a 7. You can't give him less than a 7. So I'm giving Wan-Bissaka a 7 and justified that he started the game as well because he's been playing better than Dalot. Varane, I gave him a 7 as well. I believe he did a very good job. What do you guys think? I think he done a great job. defending there, especially with 10 men under pressure. Never really flustered, no matter how much pressure he's under. Done a job, always in the right place, heading balls out, clearing balls, keeping the ball, keeping comfortable, keeping calm and collected. Same as Martinez, exactly how Martinez was. Decision-making, proper. Unfortunate to get that yellow card as well. It's not fair. He's standing there. The player plays the ball past him and runs straight into him from 1 yard. He can't move. He's got no time to move. He didn't stop the player. He just ran straight into him. There's nothing you can do about that. Sure, my man of the match, 8 out of 10. On fire once again. I forgive you for that blip against Liverpool. You were on fire today, overlapping, great crosses in, great recovery runs, good challenge to stop them scoring in the last minute, or to stop a dangerous attack in the last minute. Everything you want from your left back. This is the best left back in the league at the moment, for sure. He is definitely in the team of the year for me, in the Premier League team of the year. On to Casemiro. You're getting a 5, mate. You got a red card. Silly decision, silly move to make where you're putting your studs out first and you got the ball and then you go over the ball and get his leg as well. Got to learn to stop that now. This football today is no longer you can get the ball and then hit the man. You can't do it no more. 4 games we're going to miss and we stand a chance of going into 4th position now because we could drop points where these other teams just below us will come back now because of these 4 games. One of them is an FA Cup game, of course, but the rest of the 3, we're going to struggle. It's going to be tough without Casemiro in there because we've got nobody else that can do a job. But if McTominay can play like he played today, we have a chance. We did beat Arsenal without Casemiro, and we did win a couple games before that as well. It was a little bit ropey, but we did. And maybe we're going to have to ride the tides again. Bruno, I'm giving you a 7. Everything comes through you. It always comes through you, no matter whether you're good or you're bad. You did what you needed to do today. You kept the ball most of the time. There was one time you passed the ball a bit stray for no reason, no one on you. But other than that, playing balls through to people, you hit the post, making chances for people again. And he looked good. He looked like he could do a similar job to what Eriksen was been doing for us. So I like that. I like that from you, Bruno. And you was on a 7. Did really well. Anthony, I'm giving you a 5. Didn't affect the game at all. Apart from the ball, like I say, which he played over to Shaw, I don't think he did anything else in this game at all. Needs to provide more, or he will see himself sitting on a bench if we got someone, especially if someone like Ahmad comes back. I'd expect to see Anthony sitting on the bench if he doesn't start doing more in games, or at the very least getting a goal to then give him that little bit of a cushion of time to continue playing. I'm going with Sancho a 5 as well. He was quiet, didn't really affect the game either. Needs to be in the game a lot more. He off the ball, defensively, doesn't really do much. And then when he does get the ball, he needs to be able to do something. And he hasn't been able to do that recently. He's not up to speed yet. He needs to get up to speed and he needs to make telling passes. He made one very good pass to Rashford, that through ball. And if that went to be a goal, it would have been an assist. And everyone will be talking about him doing really well. So it is hit and miss sometimes. But look, getting a 5. Rashford, I believe he played a 6. He played a 6. Reason being, he still looked dangerous. Ball didn't come to him too often, and nothing really happened of the chances that he did. The sweet chances, the perfect chances that he did have, his touch was off. That was 2 times. Bruno put him in, I think I remember, and Sancho put him in, and he doesn't get the touch right. So if he gets the touch right, he gets a shot off, and he may get another goal and add to that tally of 26 goals for the season. But yeah, definitely a 6 for me. Moving on, Weghorst gets a 5. Did nothing at all. Little bit of hold-up play as he usually does, and then doesn't anticipate the chances to score goals. You can't expect to get any more than a 5, and then he has to come off because of the red card. But yeah, he gets a 5 from me. So for United overall, looking like, I know we saw Pellistri come on and we saw Garnacho come on, but look, they weren't on long enough. Even Maguire came on. You can't really give these guys any ratings because they weren't on long enough. I was lucky. I'm happy to see Garnacho he wasn't injured with a major injury, because it looked like his ankle was really badly damaged, and he looked like he was crying. He was like, "Uh-oh, this is going to be bad." But look, he done his job. He came back on. He showed grit and determination to continue playing. Came off towards the end, and yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy he's not injured because we do need him, especially if the other players are being quiet. Now, Eric Ten Hag, there you are, Eric. I think, you know what? He picked a very good side. He wanted to play some of the other players, and he did. And if it wasn't for Casemiro, we probably would have won this game nice and comfortably. And the thing is, he made the right decisions again, because during the game, I'm looking there going, Anthony Sancho, you're not doing nothing. And he goes, listen, Palestri, Garnacho, get yourselves on. Try and make something happen for me. So for him, I'm going to have to give him a 7. I believe he deserves a 7, because that's what the decision making in game was good. The starting lineup was also good. I'm happy with you. So yeah, in conclusion, it's a 0-0 draw. A game that we could have lost in any other season. We would have lost that game. We all know that. Eric Ten Hag is here to stay. He's doing a job. And guys, on to the next one, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. And if you're new, I'll say, remember that. I always forget to say it. If you're new, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and hit the notifications, because I do post these things a little bit late sometimes, and you won't know unless you're subscribed and you have the notifications. So peace out. See you guys in the next one.